Alan, welcome to a new episode of Aftershower, the very unique, potentially the most famous podcast in this region, right? Today we have very unique guest. His name is Arut. He's one of the most famous guys in all over, Eastern Europe, Russia, and all Russian-speaking countries in crypto, right? And other things. Let's know from him. Hi.
Hi, Jordan. That's a bit stretched out, but yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
Yeah.
soon, I hope soon. Whatever
Yeah.
you said will be very close to reality. But yeah,
Yeah, but I think the reality
I
is
like how
you're
you
one.
introduced me. I wouldn't do it myself better.
Yeah. You wouldn't do better, yeah?
I wouldn't do better. That's true.
Yeah, because I know you. I know you're really one of the most famous speakers and crypto guys in the Russian-speaking region.
We're getting there. Crypto is one part of the job. Right?
Yeah, it's going big now. Today's 50K.
Every 4 years. You know what's interesting that
Yeah,
after a couple of years since that bull run finishes, lots of people will say, "Oh, where's your crypto now?" You know, the hype will slow down a bit. People will talk less.
That's
Everybody
true,
will be
that's
so
true.
skeptic. But then Bitcoin starts its rally, and everybody starts talking again. That's like we've seen it all. Like it's been 8 years since I started doing crypto. It will be 8 years this year.
Yeah,
Right?
8 years.
8 years, and I see that every time. People are a bit skeptic, and then they see in the news that Bitcoin hits that point, this point, and then they start calling you, "Hey man, what we gotta do?" And I'm just replying the same way as always, like I told you to buy a year ago.
It was 16K.
Now it's too late. And every time,
Yeah.
like I have a couple of friends that are texting me every 2 years, like, "Man, what happened? Should I buy Bitcoin?" And I'm like, "Man, I told you to buy Bitcoin 2 years ago. Now
Yeah.
it's late. Now it's time to sell." So yeah, once the
Yeah.
hype is there, everybody's super excited about Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what made you start crypto 8 years ago? What was the beginning?
It's an
was you?
accident. In 2014, one of my friends owed me $800.
Mm.
So he didn't have cash in hand. He said, "Listen, I have Bitcoin." I said, "Okay, screw it. Let's do it."
Yeah.
I opened the wallet, took the Bitcoins, and I forgot about it. I did my thing, and I remember like in early 2017, I received a call from my ex-wife,
Yeah.
and she said, "Listen, you had that Bitcoin, right?" I said, Yeah, I have it." She said, "Well, I think it's somewhere around 2,700, 3,000. Why don't you look it up?" And I'm like, "Oh, wow."
Wow.
And I looked up my wallet. I found the private keys, everything. I'm like, "Oh, wow, okay. That's a very nice bonus
Yeah.
in the middle of the day." So that's how it started.
Wow, that's amazing. And where was you at that time? Which place?
I was in Dubai.
Ah, you was in Dubai.
I was in Dubai.
How many years you are in Dubai?
I came to Dubai in 2012 on August 21.
2012.
I remember it like it was yesterday. It was super hot. I was still smoking cigarettes. I had half of the pack in my pocket, full of dreams, full of
Yeah.
passion, ambitions, and $20 in the pocket.
20 bucks in the
20 bucks in the pocket. True story. I mean, people usually don't believe that. That is
Yeah.
a true story. You can ask my ex-wife, you can ask my relatives, friends. They all know that it was a difficult time, but I had my eyes
how
burning.
old you were? Like
Well, I was 24.
24. 20 bucks in the
24, 20 bucks in the pocket, and
yeah, 2012.
half of the pack. And I was super skinny, man. I was like 60 kilos.
60 kilos.
60 kilos. I was smoking all the time, thinking about how to make money, how to make my moves. And I
Yeah.
was barely putting my ends together, man. That's how difficult it was. But the only thing, and that's very important for you out there who just starting their own journey, your life will be miserable if you will look at the circumstances. You cannot create your reality out of the circumstances. You should create reality out of your thoughts. And if your thoughts are miserable, if you're thinking of yourself badly, then your environment will be as bad as your thoughts, because
Yeah.
your thoughts creating your reality. That's why that's why people are saying, like, there is an English word,
Yeah, make
personality.
your thoughts good.
That's true. There's the English word,
Yeah.
personality. It consists of two words: person,
And
personal, reality. So
yeah.
your personality and your world is what you're thinking of.
That's so true. They always say, really make your thoughts good, make your thoughts positive, because it's fact that your thoughts will determine your future.
Exactly.
This is absolutely true. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. So tell me what inspires you the most back then? Like what was your inspiration? What you was fighting for, and what motivates you the most?
From my 36 years old perspective, I would say
Yeah.
that I was inspired by the drive. It's not about the destination. It
Yeah.
is always about the path that you're going through. And remember this drive that you're having when you're doing something new.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Keep it in yourself, because this is the most powerful thing that you will have in your life. And once you keep it burning as long as you can, once you start keeping it burning as long as you can, then you will have joy during all these ups and downs.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the most important thing in your life, that you got to understand that if you will be only looking towards the end, towards the results, you will come to these results. But what you're going to do after, what is behind those results? It's very important to have plans on your life. 1 year goal, 5 years goal, 3 years goal, 10 years goal. But it's very important also, as important as having goals, is important to embrace and feel the path, to understand the drive and to love that drive, which is taking you through that journey.
Yeah,
This is a very important thing that you got to understand in life, because most of the 18 years old, 20 years old, young guys, young businessmen, entrepreneurs, they don't understand one thing, that the journey is as important as the end destination. This is the process.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Like now I created Aftershower and I feel so good. I go sleep so happy after doing here a lot of hard work every day. Now it's the fourth or fifth day and you're one of the first. So tell me something. How do you feel about Aftershower? Like the podcast. How do you feel about it?
This is something new. First of all, I don't remember myself talking too much after the shower, because this evening shower, how you do it, you just closing down to yourself, putting your phone
morning
aside.
Shower. What about morning shower?
We're talking about the morning shower.
Yeah.
Okay. Still, I mean, I have such a big routine during my mornings, and I'm not a talkative person, even with my wife. She knows that I hate talking in the morning. Like, I don't like talking at all. Like, what dreams I had or anything else. I have my own routine that will last for 2 hours. It's a shower, it's a morning tea, meditation, and no phone, preferably no phone. This is the right way to start your mornings.
Yeah, and also end the day same way.
And the day as well. Because one of the most anxious thing in your life is a phone. Once you will understand that your addiction to phone creates lots of anxiety in your life, then you will be less addicted in the mornings and in the evenings.
This is true. It's true. But about the drive, yes, it's correct, because I feel this drive now. I'm so happy, calling my friends and they're coming and talking to you now. You're so super happy. And it's true. You have to keep this drive always,
well, as long as you can. I understand that everything goes through the waves. So sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel sad. And, sometimes you just, you don't have the power to interact. That's the time that you gotta accumulate your power.
Yeah,
you gotta embrace the feelings that you have from inside. Go through these positive emotions. Just to recharge your own battery, and then continue having a drive.
I need to keep pushing. Yeah, sometimes you don't feel like, but you go through it. You still keep pushing.
That's true. That's
pushing,
true.
Yeah, and then you feel good. Like you said, you wake up, you don't feel super well, but you do the morning routine. Boom, you're a different person. Like that's why I do in the morning.
Just keep a routine. There is a very simple thing that will change your life. I heard that from one of the psychologists in the United States, and it's very interesting. And I started doing it around a month ago, and the results are crazy, because the thing is such a simple thing. So do these 3 things in the mornings, and I promise you, your life will be changed. If you will not feel the change, I'll give you $100. I swear. As easy as, for example, if you're right-handed, if your main hand is right hand, start brushing your teeth with the left hand in the mornings. Once you finish that, look in the mirror and say 10 times, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. To yourself, to your subconscious. Believe me, people forget doing that. And number 3 is give as much oxygen to yourself. So breathe in and breathe out with your nose 30 times. This will change your life. I promise you.
Wow. 3 things.
3 things in the morning. It's easy, right?
It's easy, yeah.
But sometimes people even shy to say I love you to themselves.
Yeah.
How hard is it?
Yeah, how hard is it? Say it 10 times in the morning, guys.
Every morning, say to yourself, to your subconscious.
I love you, 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 I love
Yeah,
you. I love
exactly.
You. Yeah. Yeah. So what is your favorite word you would love to hear?
Word.
One word.
Empathy.
Empathy.
I think this
Как
is...
по-русски empathy?
По-русски это, наверное, понимание чужих эмоций, понимание чужих
Понимание
чувств.
чужих эмоций. Окей.
Это прям комплекс
Yeah.
всего, что переживает человек, общаясь с другим.
Да, потом начинается злое, а ты не понимаешь, почему они так делают.
Yeah, so
Да.
empathy gives you understanding of people's feelings. So once you embrace the empathy,
Yeah. You
life
never get
will
angry.
life will be much easier.
Yeah, this is very inspiring. You never get angry actually if you feel why people doing this, right? You never
It's
get
very
angry.
simple. Everything has reason, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to forgive, but first start forgiving yourself. But it's not about forgiving people that, did something bad to you, but understanding people's emotions, putting yourself on somebody's place, putting yourself in somebody's shoes will just make your life easier. You know how they say, if you have an empathy, you will not ask questions why. And why is one of the hardest questions ever, because why gives you nightmares. Why gives you sleepless nights. Why gives you anxiety. And not to have many whys, try to have an empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very good, very inspiring. Empathy. It's new because people say different things. This word is very...
What is the most popular thing that they said here?
Money.
Wow. Wow, this is so fucked up. I'm sorry, but if the most important word in your slang, in your vocabulary is money, this is the last thing that you will be getting. Because putting money at the main corner of the table is like, oh my God, it's like putting everything that is important in life on the other side. So like you have a balance and money is more heavier than anything else. Like you can give up joy, happiness, family, friendship, love, so many beautiful things, and you put it for the money. No, man, come on. I mean, like something is wrong with this world if so many people are just putting money as a main word of their life.
Yeah, and main value sometimes. But sadly.
Value is not the money. Money is just a number.
Yeah.
Like money isn't real.
But their value of life is money sometimes also. A lot of people.
If the value of life is money, then something is wrong with that life.
Yeah.
Because
do
you have value of your life in money?
Oh, my value of life in love.
See?
Yeah.
See, I mean, like putting love at the head of the table is much more important. It's very important to life. To love.
Freddie Mercury said it. Born to love.
100%. And I had a meeting with Sadhguru, and he said very interesting words. He said, you can have all these things, beautiful cars, watches, houses, and money, but you can still feel miserable in life. Do you know such people in your life?
A lot.
Me too. Me too. And I remember myself. Clear as a daylight. I was driving a $3.5 million car. I just bought it. I was driving $3.5 million car. And I'm driving on a Shayside, and I just don't understand why I'm doing this. And I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel fulfilled. Yeah. And that was the point where I understood that the money isn't the point. Money is not important.
You feel more happy if you help someone. If you give someone a smile, simple guy in the street, you feel more happy than driving the car.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Being generous is more important than having money.
It makes you more happy.
Exactly. Yeah. And I know so many people that don't have a lot of money, but they're generous. And I know a lot of people with a lot of money, but they're being stingy. And with that being stingy, they have so many problems in here. They cannot trust anyone. They cannot be happy with themselves. They cannot be happy with their spouses. No way. Never put the money at the head of the table. I know it's hard to understand right now if you're living in a poverty, if you're just barely making your ends together. I've been there. I know that. But trust me, you cannot put money as a head of a table. Your passions can be there as a main word. Your passion, good. We were talking about the drive. Love doing something. You're doing a podcast. love it. Do it.
Do it from your
You're doing
heart, from your
TikToks.
soul, yeah.
Love it. And that's where the money will come from. But definitely don't chase money, because there is one trick with the money. While you're chasing them, they always keep running away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So if you're doing business, do it for the thing itself. Love what you're doing.
Yeah, let the money come to you.
Let the money come to you. You'll be in the receiver condition and you
That's
receive
much.
a lot.
This is much more important in life than just running, chasing these checks. No,
Yeah.
no, sir.
One other thing in this podcast, why I created it, because people usually ask me a lot of questions and I don't have time to answer them.
All right.
So I decided to bring the most interesting people, and give them a chance to ask me 5 questions. And I have the right to answer 3 of them, or the 5, but I can neglect 2. So you can go tough and hard and ask 5 questions about my perspective and point of views or whatever you want.
All right.
So
I know you're doing good. So
Yeah.
you know, I don't know about the subscribers, but I know you're doing good. When was that time in your life when you understood enough? I need to change. I need to change something. When was that shift?
I think I had the long journey of my life. I was supported by my mother. She was supporting me in my education, and I was doing PhD, masters, and stuff like this.
God bless her.
And I was still working in the government of Egypt, so I had small salary from the government plus her support. And one day she called me. She told me like, listen, support has ended. And I told her, okay, so time for me to do something. And then I started to do creative things. Yeah, it was a good moment when she stopped, because I understood that every time I tell her, thank you, mom, for this. Thank you, because you made me do creative things. I would never do it if you kept supporting me. So because when you're getting something easy, you never start to do something big.
You don't give it a value.
You don't give it a value, and you don't do something big. So when she stopped, and I found myself responsive of everything, and responsive of her too, responsive of everyone. So I become at once, I become the guy who's responsive of everyone. So I had to do something, and I started to move very fast, very strong, very wild, and I stopped wasting time. And I never was a waster of time. I usually had my sport thing. I was doing everything. I was studying. I studied Russian. You see, I speak Russian to you. Очень хорошо.
Так,
Yeah,
русский у тебя очень хорош.
Yeah, I studied Russian. One of the most, I think, difficult language in the whole world is Russian. Russian, Chinese, and Arabic, I think.
100%.
Yeah, so I studied Russian well. I studied the grammar. I wrote 2 theses in Russian language. So I always was using what God gave me, because I believe that use what you have where you are, you always become something better. Because it gives you for a reason. If He gave you something, some assistance, even from your family, it's for a reason. If He gave you some money, it's for a reason. You need to use it well. It's always you need to use what you have. So I started to use it. There come the moment that I start to change my character, become the responsible guy. And no one to blame, and no excuse, and I have to get everything done. And then, thank God, I become like who I am today, and I'm still pushing. Like it's just the beginning.
That's amazing. That's a very interesting story, as a proof that it's always better to give than take.
Yeah, it's always better to give than take. It's always better to give than take. To take is no happiness. No, you limit yourself. But to give, you're flying. You're above everything. Because you're a giver. You're happier. You're getting 10 times more back from God. Yeah, giving is living. That's true.
I'm always saying that if you don't know the answer to the situation, first ask yourself what you got to do to make situation worse. So I will ask you very similar question to that topic.
Yeah.
If you give yourself an advice to your younger self, what would you tell him to do to turn his own life to hell?
Yeah. Don't care of other people's opinion.
So care of other people's opinion.
No.
I mean, like, what I'm saying is you didn't get the question.
Yeah.
If you will tell him, so I'm always saying, like, if I don't know the exit, I'm always trying to understand what should I do to make the situation worse.
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 Oh, okay.
So if you would look back and talking to yourself face to face.
To make it worse.
What you in past gotta do to make things worse than they were.
Yeah, care about what people think of you.
Okay.
Because anyway, they will not help you. You're going to fall down rock bottom. They will just not even answer your calls. You know, so don't care about what people think of you. Just do what you
What
meant
else?
to be.
What else a bad advice you would give to yourself?
Bad
very
advice?
bad. Yeah, very bad
But
advice.
this bad one, if you would care
Yeah.
what people think about you, it's a very bad one.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the
one
worst
of the worst
thing.
in the world.
This is
Yeah.
the worst one, you know, nothing
What else?
worse.
What else?
Be afraid of something.
Of everything, basically.
Yeah, be afraid. Like put fear in your heart. Because I never had fear in my heart. So
What else?
Be angry.
All the
Blame
time.
someone. Yeah.
Blame someone.
Put excuses. Say I didn't study this. I was working in the government. How can I make content? I didn't study. You know, my mom put me in this. You know, put excuse and blame others. You will fuck it up.
These are yeah. See,
Can't say
these
you
are
will destroy it up. You will
three
destroy it.
advices how to ruin your life. And you can ruin your life by doing these three
Yeah,
things at
blame,
any
excuse.
point of your life. At any point, you can become miserable by doing these three things. So just ask yourself, if you're a young guy or girl, are you doing these things? If you do that, you need to stop. Just do the opposite. Because these three things will turn your life in hell
Yeah.
on earth. Very easily, very quickly. And trust me, nobody cares. No one cares. You will end up in a situation where even your relatives will be just, you know, empty-handed, saying that they gave up on you.
Yes.
That means only one thing. Nobody cares. You fall, nobody cares. So fuck it. Why would you care what they think? That's very simple as is.
Yeah. So the three things is, I think, blame others for your mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Complain about everything wrong, and put excuses, right? The third one. What's the third one?
Blame everyone. That's exactly what you said.
Complain, yeah, and complain about your life situation, and care about others' opinion also.
Yeah, that's very important. Don't do that, because these are things that are 100%
destroy your life, yeah.
guiding you to the hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's more important? What is the most important moment of your life till now?
What is the most important moment of my life to now? Important moment. Oh my God.
What was the first thing you thought about when I said that?
When I start to do something I love, I think this is an important moment. Yeah.
Mhm.
When you
What
start
was
to,
that? TikTok?
yeah, when I start to interact with people and let go fear of you're not gonna fulfill your path as like a governmental guy or getting salary or something like this.
Mhm.
So I start just to do something which I love the most.
Mhm.
I think I start to feel the most amazing. Yeah, when you start to not be afraid, you know, like a bird on the tree and she start to fly. The tree break down and she start to fly. So I start to fly after this.
You know, one of the most important lessons that I've learned in my life,
Yeah,
and exactly what you said, do what you fear of. We're not talking about the criminal stuff or illegal stuff, but we're talking about your inner fears.
yeah,
Whenever you're facing your fears, there is so much joy in it. It's like you're overcoming your inner weaker yourself version. Overcoming your fears is like you're having a battle with the weaker one of you,
yeah. And you start
and you're
experiencing
winning.
life. Yeah,
And you're winning. And that joy of overcoming your fears, one of the best feelings that you can ever experience, I think.
they always say when it's scary to jump, it's time to jump, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, this is what I did now. I created Aftershower, and I know that I'll be sitting with very interesting people wearing the bathrobe, you know, and the scary moment for me, people around me told me, how are you gonna convince people, you know, to wear a robe? So it'll be interesting because there is a concept, you know, if you wear the robe, you feel chilled, and now you speak from your heart, like you did now. You speak from your heart.
Exactly. You know
So,
what?
yeah.
But this is my first podcast in English, and I was afraid as well as hell because I've never had. I mean, I'm having a conversation
of
in
Russians,
English like
yeah.
all the time, but I've never had a podcast.
Yeah. Was
in
you afraid to
English.
wear the robe?
I was afraid to come here. I was
So
afraid.
how is it to wear Aftershower robe?
It was amazing. It's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, like I'm feeling cozy right now. The only thing is missing is a cocoa. Next time I'm coming, please give me a hot cocoa.
Okay.
This would be just or a tea. I'm drinking. I'm
No, we
drinking
get a
green
tea for you. Okay, we need tea. Yeah.
It would be amazing.
And then after we go to sauna, and then we go to steam, and then we go to banya, ruska banya.
Unfortunately, unlike your previous guest, I'm working 7 days a week. I'm not working
by the
1
way,
hour
how
a
many
day.
hours you work per week?
I'm working 10 to 14 hours a day.
So you're working around 100 hour a week, like Elon Musk said.
Something like that. But
Wow.
just let me explain. I'm not working for someone.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
know it. I'm working because I want to. I'm working because I like to. I don't know what I'm gonna do
yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm not gonna work.
My other guy was before you. He's an entrepreneur also and a millionaire. He said there is a relation you create between you and work, and you fall in love with it, and it takes you with you. Like he said, Steve Jobs.
Because there
he
is no
died
work-life balance, man. People that are shitting around the internet saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta have work-life balance," and I have anxiety, I have depression. No, fuck that. Of course not. I mean, unbelievable results will not come from work-life balance. You don't have balance in the start of creating something beautiful, unique. You
Yeah.
have work-life balance when you stopped working, when you delegated most of the things.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you're doing everything on your own, when you're having that drive
and
you
energy,
don't
yeah.
have that work-life balance. I will tell you more, your family, maybe they need you
But they need
from
your
time to
success
time,
more.
but
yeah.
they need your success more. I will explain you why. Not because of the money, because your success will give you mental health. Your success will give you a pleasure inside of you.
Yeah.
It will give you your ability to accept the world as it is. It will give you understanding that you are an achiever, and that will make you happy. And if you are a happy person, what are you doing? You're
Yeah.
making other people happy.
This is true.
If you're unhappy, if you're always angry, if you're a loser trying to get that balance, asking yourself why people talking like this to you, becoming anxious, disrespecting other people disrespecting you, and you're always cultivating this, intrusive thoughts in yourself,
Yeah.
you're not going to be happy. And I'll
Never,
tell
yeah.
you more, your family, even if they love you, they won't be happy as well, because they see you miserable, they see you unhappy, they see you down, they're worried about you, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the only person in your life that can save you is the one that's looking at you from the mirror.
There's only one. Take responsibility and do something. Yeah. That's true. Imagine like your kids walking the street. They know that you're an achiever. You created something. Everyone speaking about your success. That's more important for them than just stay with them 24
I don't
hours.
think that's important for them, but the understanding that you are happy in what you do,
Yeah.
that's what makes them happy.
So it's about the quantity.
My kids don't care if I have that many followers, if I have that much money on my bank account or in crypto, if I have these cars, that cars. Of course, it's beautiful, but the only thing that they really are happy about, to see me happy.
Yeah.
That's what my son is telling me.
So it's about
I
the
love when you're
quality.
smiling.
It's about the quality of time you spend with them.
Exactly.
Not the quantity.
It's better to spend a day or 2 days in a week with your kids, but being happy, being full of energy,
Yeah.
being a person that is achiever, than being like, I don't know, 3 hours a day, but being a total douchebag, which is, just watching TV and drinking beer, and the kids are just somewhere here.
Yeah, yeah. You're not in the moment, and they don't
Homer
feel you.
Simpson style.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's worse. Being achiever makes you feel a man, and they will feel like you are.
That's what we are created for.
Yeah.
From the beginning of ages. That's what we're created for. We are created to achieve. And that is our fundamental core achiever. Our set of hormones says that we are here to achieve. Who's starting wars? Men, not women.
Yeah.
Women are here to keep, to preserve, and we are there to achieve. That's why it's such a perfect bond. That's why it's such a perfect, natural bond between woman and man, that together these two creatures can create unbelievable things. Women do their part, men do their part. And our part is going out there, killing the mammoth, bringing it home. That's as simple as it is.
As same as it was, yeah. Now it's the same, yeah. That's true.
Unfortunately, the social media has curved it a bit, has blended everything in the minds of girls and women, and bringing that feminism, which never brought anything good. Basically, what feminism means? Feminism means very simple word. Working 100 hours a week and doing what your boss says is okay, but keeping the home clean and tidy and everybody's happy at home, and raising your kids and doing what your husband says is wrong. Like, it's a shift of understanding.
Nature.
It's a shift of nature. It's a shift of everything we built like through the ages. And I'm not saying that the woman should cook, the woman should clean the dishes. No way. I mean, like at my home, I have 2 maids. I mean, maids are doing everything. Thank God I have an opportunity. Thank God I have those maids. They're super great, always happy. And my wife is happy, but she's still doing something around me. She's still taking care of me. This is her main job, my mental health. Because most of the ladies nowadays, they know how to dress themselves. They know how to do manicure, pedicure, and I'm sorry for my language. They know how to be good and bad. But the only thing that they really didn't learn is how to nourish mental health of a man. How to give a compliment, a genuine compliment to a man, to his work. This is a 1% of women that really know how to do it. 99% know how to suck, but only 1% know how to really compliment their men. And these are the women that are getting proposal of a ring. That's how simple it is.
That's true.
It's not only about the bad. It's not about how you look. It's not about how you I don't know, act yourself, how you're giving your attitude. No way. It's never about this. It's only that one small thing that makes a man propose a woman and making her a love of his life.
Yeah. How he feels comfortable with her.
A mental health of a man is solely on the shoulders of his woman. I know you wouldn't believe me. I know it's triggering you. I know maybe you will think, oh man, this is the fake, this is the masculinity that comes from a Middle Ages. No way. Yeah. It has been like this. It will always be like that. Once you will understand that, you will have a happy life in your relationships.
Yeah, they need to work on this.
100%.
For the work, yeah.
Everybody have their own work to do.
Yeah, this is true. Okay, one last question to me.
One last question to you.
Yeah.
What is a no-no for a woman? What are 3 red flags that you see in a woman and you would say, no way, I'm not getting there, no matter how beautiful she is?
If she smokes.
Okay.
Right away. Okay. I'm out because I can't breathe, I can have allergic. So if she smokes, I can't be around her. Well, what else?
What if she smokes without you?
But I think she can't smoke with me and without me, because if you smoke all the time,
Okay.
Like it's hard. So if she is a smoker, so it's hard for me to be around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if she's negative,
always blaming others, always not happy with the results.
Blaming the news, always complaining, So yeah, negativity also I can't. And if she's aggressive, in her point of view of other people, judging other people, or
so if she's judging,
if she's judging, no, I would say this is bad. Look at this is awful. Like I don't want to hear things about people. Definitely, like I don't want.
Yeah, you don't have time for that. Yeah,
I don't want someone to put in my head like what this done. Some girls are very aggressively judging
girls
other
gossip.
people.
This is their nature. You know that.
But this is things I don't need in my life. Like
I get it, but all of them gossip. Yeah, I don't know a single woman in this world that don't gossip. Show me one.
Yeah, but not with me.
I will tell you more. I don't even know a single man in this world that don't gossip.
Yeah, this is true.
I know men that most of them gossip more than girls. So don't think that this is just a girl thing.
This is true. That's true. But not with me. She can gossip with. She find a friend to gossip with, her girlfriend, whatever. But with me, I don't want to hear complaints. I don't want to hear negativity. I don't want to hear judging other people, because I don't feel like we're gods to judge other, like we're human like them. So hearing judging is not good.
That's one thing that I've heard from a very, very famous video, but I just don't remember who said that. And he's saying, if God is judging us only after we die, why would us
keep judging us every day?
Why would we judge someone now? Why do we have an arrogance to judge someone when even God is judging us only after we die?
This is very wrong, So today we had an amazing time with you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
And now we will have a lot of comments. People want you to ask me some questions, want me to ask you some questions. So we're going to do episode 2 with you, of course, I believe. Or maybe episode 3 or 4, 5 in English.
Let's see.
So thanks for coming. Thanks for being part of Aftershower.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks you. And спасибо.
Спасибо.